Who you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?
How do recording artists stand the test of time? Through plenty of hardship and against all odds, these artists never stop believing in their destiny. With fierce independence, they break boundaries. With a sound all their own, they define their time.
The one on the flamboyant temper, just toss that ham in the frying pan like spam. Get done when I come and slam. Damn, I feel like the son of Sam.
There are plenty of forces in this world that'll come at you to try to stop you, to keep you from living your dreams.
We had to go hungry, we had to go broke.
But the power of music kept us going.
We knew we were doing something different. We had to stay true to ourselves, and that's not always easy.
Let's talk about the beginning. Let's talk about the early days. What is it about your music you think that connected with people in a way that they weren't necessarily connecting with other hip hop? Or like what made y'all stand out?
In hip hop at that point, you'd hear upbeat songs and stuff like that, very bright. And that we weren't that. we were dark and ominous young men, and the music sort of was that. It was who we are, and the way Muggs flipped a lot of those samples and made those eerie ass dark beats. Muggs's production was at the right time and ahead of its time, all in one.
Right.
I think we brought a rock and roll energy into the game too. Rap groups we like LL Cool J, Run DMC, and Public Enemy, like all these guys brought a rock and roll energy, and I think that's what made us a festival group pretty quick, because we brought that energy. We was a straight hip hop group, underground raw hip hop, but the energy was big energy, strong energy, where we can go on right after Metallica, before Slayer.
Yeah.
And just be right there with them.
You didn't have people stage diving at hip hop shows, until y'all were doing it.
Yeah, it was the Insane in the Brain video specifically, because that video got mad run on MTV, and so kids that came to see us wanted to emulate what they were seeing in the video, so that was the start of the mosh pits and stage diving and crowd surfing, because kids that were into hip hop brought that energy to some of these shows.
What was it about music itself that inspired you?
When hip hop came along, I kind of felt like this is my music.
Yeah.
It's my thing. So in a way, hip hop just kind of brought a lot of people together, a lot of kids together. We all gravitated to it in one way, shape, or form, whether it was the culture of graffiti, breakdance, rhyming, or even trying to play it, musically.
Music for us it was in the streets. When we'd walk outside, it was just in front of us, and it was something brand new, you know what I mean? And it was a counterculture, and I think we did it for fun at first, then we started taking it serious, but it was only one path, and it was just to do some hardcore shit with our middle finger up, you know what I mean? And didn't really give a fuck what anybody thought. Shit took on a life of its own, though.
We're celebrating hip hop's 50th anniversary. How have you seen hip hop develop from your perspective? How has it developed in the last 50 years?
Hip hop has expanded and evolved into all these different subgenres, and has given life to other talented artists that maybe wouldn't have gone on in traditional hip hop, but that's the beauty of it.
So what's driving you forward today?
For me, I still find it exciting to do what we do and to be able to perform to the audiences that we get to perform for and feed off of their energy. It's still a big deal to me. I know that if I stepped away from it at this point, I'd know it'd be the wrong decision.
Just always challenging myself now. How can I reinvent this? So we just constantly challenge ourselves and pushing ourselves. But our work ethics, we work tenaciously. I've never seen anybody work as hard as these gentlemen, and it doesn't stop. There's never a pause, you know what I mean? So that's what inspires me to just go harder.
For me, it's how to make the same song we've been playing for 30 years. How do I make it sound different tonight? What do I do different that's gonna elevate it, challenging myself. So it's like I'm having fun doing that now. And I think that's gonna be the way it is till the day I die.
Good answer.
Yeah.
You think it is?
Excellent answer.